Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Michigan Wolverines. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in before the game with the Hoosiers head coach. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
The run inside. It's Richard.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Escapes the pressure going right. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking left. Snags it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The give. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to him back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, it's nice to start a first drive of the football game being the more physical team. 3rd down and short, you know, goal-to-go situation here. You're going to run the football. Not only do they run it, they lower their pads, get the 1st down, and draw first blood in the football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running inside. It's Marshall. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Underwood. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time, the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
A strike downfield. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it to the right side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Moving out to the right. Might have a chance. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. It's Marshall. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Slithers into space. Got a little grass. Ripping through the defense. And he scores! Touchdown, Michigan!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? That's caught. It's Morris. He breaks a tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Unloads it downfield. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Gain of 32. And first down for the offense.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Indiana! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense heads out ready to go on the attack. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is a...
it's a running room. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes a grab for a big play. Hits the crease. 10. All the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to wind up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels.
Maybe some room here. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Gonna let it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes a grab right down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Throwing, Underwood. Trying to beat the D deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Pulls it in, it's shot. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Knocked down for the tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Underwood. With the catch, it's Marsh. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down from 38.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job.
He's got it along the sideline. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Wolverines come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. It's complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And man, that third down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Pocket breaking down. Complete in the middle.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
And the Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Stands in and takes the hit. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Big noise in the big house for this huge third-down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He's loose. Open field. Time has run out of the half, and he can sprint to the locker room where the orange slices will be a little bit sweeter. A punt return for a touchdown to end the half.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
A great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
Here's Underwood to throw. Snagged out of the air.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Buchanan. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines screens with the 1st and 10. Underwood on the play action. Finds his man. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Again, it's Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Spits it out to the back. This one's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Steps away. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Oh, he's got some space. Push out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
I love when the offensive line takes control, manhandles the defensive line, and that's why you get a big gain.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. To the air. It's Hoover. Rushes on him. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got an open man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down. The Hoosiers are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Wants to throw again. unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Indiana! They take the lead here in the second half. For some guys, that play would be tough. It might be complicated. It might be impossible. For these guys, just another day of playing catch.
Find that guy, right? If something goes wrong, if I get confused, if I don't know where to go, my guy out there, that dude's really, really good. So if he's running a fade, whatever he's running, I'm going to throw him the football. If I don't have a clue what I'm doing, that guy's getting it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Right on the money. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. On the option, it's Underwood. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Might be calling a hot route. He's got it. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Second down coming up. Throwing, Underwood. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He uncorks one deep. He made the catch past the marker, also past the sidelines. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. He's not afraid to go deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers. And
maybe a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
It's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Gonna run it. It's Marshall. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Bringing the heat. Makes a catch. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Underwood. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. It's Buchanan. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Under fire. A shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Big Blue with the answer.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem because of this tight end speed and athleticism. And you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him. If you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Under fire. Snatches it on the right. Running free. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hoosiers. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to... Two wins in a row.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chambers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's...
There he goes! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Pulls it in. It's Marsh.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Here's the pressure. He's open on the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Here comes the heat. Gets away. Moving away from pressure. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's a tough throw to make, especially at this juncture of the game. It's late, you're trailing, and that's a deep throw on an out-breaking route. As a quarterback, your timing has to be perfect, and you've got to throw that thing out in front. If anything is off, even by the smallest amount, that ball's going to land incomplete, and that's what happened there.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Offense changing the play. Throwing, Underwood. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what...
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. Big Blue with the response.
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets and small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
And the big fellas are on the field as they try to power it in for 2. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll keep it on the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Got it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Richard. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Right down the middle. He's got it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hoosiers! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Underwood. Oh, they're after him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Tries to get it on the ground. At the 45 on his way. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep it.
Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. Pass to Tech. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to get the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
On target. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen,
there he goes down the right side. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team is better, to do the same thing, to return the faith, and make him forget that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Underwood to throw. They're working that left side. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Grab near the sticks, it's Buchanan. At midfield, he's got room. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been